So we're here at Sleep getting some great hotel inspiration at the stand with Victoria and Albert Baths. I've got Mike with me. And Mike, for those who don't know Victoria and Albert, can you tell us a little bit about the brand?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a British-based manufacturer. We've been producing freestanding baths for the last 25 years. We manufacture all of our furniture in the UK. We manufacture our baths in South Africa, based predominantly around a unique material we call quarry cast.
Great. And what's your role at the company?
I work as the specification manager, so it's my job to work within into the hospitality and house builder market with the architects, the interior designers and the specifiers, helping them get the most out of their specification and the most out of Victoria and Albert.
Great. And what's new this year? What's new on the stand?
Well, probably the most interesting thing that we've done for some time has been our Eldon bath that you can see behind me, which has been produced in conjunction with Conran and Partners. They used their years of expertise in interior design and hospitality specification to come up with a product which was perfect for their needs and answered a number of design questions very eloquently.
And because we're obviously at a hotel event, that's kind of your ballpark that you work in day to day. What sort of advice would you give to a consumer kind of trying to take inspiration from the hotels and bring that into the home?
Well, I think possibly the first thing to consider is the hero piece, the thing the standout piece of what you're doing and work on from there. Now that could be a lighting-based thing. It could be a freestanding bath. It could be a walk-in shower.
Yeah.
But to consider the thing that you find the most important, what you have seen in the hotel rooms that you've been to, and try and replicate that, but within a more constrained environment.
Is there anything that you really don't think works in the home that you should really bring across from the hotel side?
Well, I've seen an awful lot of a lot of attempts at wet rooms.
Yeah.
And in a domestic environment, certainly with UK housing stock, that can be quite problematic.
Because the space.
If it goes wrong, you've got a lot of digging to do.
Yeah. So Mike, we talked a little bit about materials, and I suppose the big difference in hotels is that you have guests coming in and out every day, so durability is going to be a big part of that, I imagine, in specification. And I see you got a sample of some material here for us.
Now, at the very core of what we do is the material that we call quarry cast, which is 50-50. This stone, which is a metamorphosed limestone, so it's been acted on by a volcano to make it go crystalline, which we crush up into a powder and mix 50-50 with resins of our own production. And what you end up with then is an extremely durable, extremely light and colour-fast material. The operational advantages of this are, number one, it keeps the water very, very warm because it's non-conductive. If you look at a steel bath or a cast iron bath, both of those will take the heat of the water away pretty quickly. It's a consistent colour all the way through, so if unfortunately you do get a damage, which is quite a difficult thing to achieve, to be honest, that actually can be polished out. The baths themselves are much lighter than anything else of a freestanding nature. It means that one would be able to install a traditional style bath in a boutique hotel environment without considering the possibly 180 kilos of extra weight that a cast iron bath would bring with that.
Yeah.
It's also resistant to pretty much any cleaning materials. It's resistant to bleach, it's resistant to hair dye, and ultimately it can be polished back to a high shine after any amount of use. And because the material is the same colour all the way through, there's almost no limit to how much you can do that.
Great.
So it's an extremely practical material for hotel applications.
Great, so family-proof, hotel-proof, you name it.
Absolutely. We've not met my two children, so I wouldn't maybe say family-proof.
Yeah. Okay. And looking to next year, is there anything coming up for Victoria and Albert?
Well, it's an interesting time for us. We're looking to expand several of our existing designs. We're looking to move onwards with expansion of our furniture. We've got some particularly exciting vanity basins and vanity stands, which are for launch in the early part of next year. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of new product coming. So watch this space.
And any predictions for the wider sort of bathroom industry that you're seeing coming next year, maybe?
Well, I think possibly one of the biggest elements that we've seen, which is affecting product design, has been how building regulation has gone from being a suggestion to actually forcing the hand of the builders to consider water consumption and energy consumption. I think that's going to be a major player in the next couple of years.
Great. Well, thanks so much for chatting to us.
It's absolutely no problem at all.
Cheers.
Thank you.